Welcome back. Even though former Governor Andrew Cuomo is no longer in power, the controversies that surrounded his early departure from office are resurfacing. That's happening through a new book written by the woman who served as his top lieutenant, DeRosa. Her book is titled What's Left Unsaid: My Life at the Center of Power, Politics, and Crisis. It largely defends Cuomo, the administration, and her own actions. Adam Chodek interviewed her and starts by noting her connection to Rochester.
I am Rochester, born and raised until I was 8 years old when we relocated to the capital region near Albany. But yeah, I'm proud of my roots.
Looking over the book, it seems pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong, an unapologetic defense of Governor Cuomo and his administration, especially during the pandemic. A, do you think that's the case? And B, if so, what do you hope people get out of this book?
And so I don't view the book at all as a defense of the former governor or our administration. What I really tried to do is just lift the veil and let the public live it for themselves. And so they can make up their own minds at the end of the day.
One of the perceptions that I felt here, having reported on this, especially with businesses and local organizations, is the administration sent out a list of essential businesses, essential places that could stay open. And the criticism from those that had closed is that that didn't change as the situation changed. Did you get that impression from where you were sitting?
And so there was a period of time, and I talk about this in the book, where I know that I, as a person who was making decisions, felt really afraid to start to adjust and loosen things up, because I was so afraid that if we did that, all of a sudden we could go backwards and we could be in a situation where tens of thousands of people are dying and the hospital system could collapse.
You were fairly complimentary of Lieutenant Governor Duffy, former Lieutenant Governor Duffy. He supported, going back to Rochester here, kind of taking it full circle before we wrap up, he was complimentary or supportive of Anna Liss, who lives around here. She works in county government. I'll say at the outset, if people don't remember, she did not accuse the governor of sexual harassment. I think, if memory serves, she basically just tried to voice support for the women who were coming forward, saying it was a toxic work environment. You addressed her in your book. What did you think about her coming out and expressing feeling uncomfortable around the governor?
If you go out and you say something and then the press characterizes that as you claiming that you were sexually harassed, or you are given a number, then it's your responsibility to go out and correct the record, which Anna Liss never did. And I think that when you get involved in these sort of press hysteria situations and you ultimately cheapen what the Me Too movement was supposed to be about, you end up in a situation where people just roll their eyes and are dismissive of the entire movement, which sadly is sort of where I think we're getting.
And Anna Liss provided a response to that last point. She says, quote, "I do not believe that I was sexually harassed by the governor, but I believe the other women who made credible claims that they were. It was a responsible decision for me to speak up because my experiences, which then Governor Cuomo confirmed to be true, were that of an older, powerful man speaking to a younger staffer in a manner that was inappropriate for the workplace." She goes on to state those instances were salient to the OAG investigation and to coverage of the larger problems of the Cuomo workplace environment for certain types of people, including young junior staffers like myself. "I did not cheapen Me Too by saying that this happened to me and that I didn't think it was sexual harassment, but I found it to be old-fashioned and inappropriate," end quote.